Hi, welcome to Gonzaga University's How to Apply to Gonzaga as a Transfer Student webinar. This is a recording and we hope it's useful for you today. Let's begin with introductions.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Thank you for watching this recording. My name is Lindsay Spencer, and I am Gonzaga's Senior Transfer Admission Counselor for the Office of Undergraduate Admission. I work with all domestic transfer students. I've been working with our office for over 6 years now, and I'm really passionate about helping students transfer into our wonderful university. I'm going to pass the mic now to my colleague and co-presenter, Teresa.
So my name is Teresa, and I am the Senior International Admission Counselor here at Gonzaga University. I work with all of our international first-year and transfer students, along with some domestic first-year students, as well as U.S. citizens living outside the U.S. I was a transfer student myself, and I first came to Gonzaga as a graduate student. I've been working at Gonzaga for 8 years, and I love working with prospective students and families. Lindsay and I are thrilled to be here with you on this recording. Before we get into details, I'm going to start by giving you an overview of our agenda. We're going to start by sharing a short introduction to Gonzaga University for those of you who may be engaging with us for the first time. Then we'll dive in to talk about transfer admission requirements and process. We'll talk about financial aid and scholarship opportunities, and then we'll review our transfer credit policies. Transfer credit tends to generate a lot of questions from students, so we'll give you an overview of what that process looks like. And then finally, we'll talk about support available to students at Gonzaga.
Wonderful. Let's go ahead and dive in. So first things first, I want to give an overview of GU. So Gonzaga University is a private liberal arts, humanistic Catholic university specifically rooted in the Jesuit tradition. If you're unfamiliar, the Jesuit order is known for its emphases on high quality education, on servant leadership, on social justice initiatives, and on critical thinking and discernment skill building. Jesuit education is known for being holistic, leaning into the concept of cura personalis, which means care for the whole person. GU provides a distinctive education rooted in our mission, including providing students with academic excellence, leadership development, and opportunities to become people for and with others. So this slide right here has a lot of great stats that show some of GU's story. We have just about 5,300 undergraduate students. Our university has about 7,000 students in total when you add in our grad populations, which means that we're primarily an undergraduate university, giving our students first access to internships, faculty office hours, research opportunities, and leadership growth.
You'll also see the greater Spokane population here. It's not only important for you to consider the university you're applying to, but also the city it resides in, and Spokane is the perfect blend of rural and urban. Gonzaga is a 10-minute walk to downtown, giving great access to a thriving small business community, excellent dining, a booming art scene, and nationally recognized events. At the same time, students have access to the outdoors, including multiple ski and snowboard resorts in the vicinity, many biking and hiking trails, river and lake access, and active Gonzaga outdoors programming. We'll discuss financial aid in more detail later, but on this slide, you can see the average financial aid package for transfer students is about $44,890.
Additionally, 95% of our graduates are successful upon graduating, including being in the workforce, in graduate school, in the military, and in service positions. Also, 82% of our students come from over 200 miles away, which means our students are actively engaging with campus life all 7 days of the week. Some other fast facts for you. Our average class size sits at 22, meaning students have easy access to professors. You can see that we have a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio. Our professors teach 100% of our classes, meaning you won't be taught by a graduate student. Professors choose to teach at a university like Gonzaga because they want to build mentoring relationships with students. Our individual programs also consistently rank in the top 100 in the nation.
Over 30 faith backgrounds are represented on campus. About a third of our students identify as Catholic, and faith life here at Gonzaga is an invitation, not an obligation. Our ministry and mission Our mission and ministry team works to serve students of all faith backgrounds. And finally, we have over 120 clubs and organizations at Gonzaga, making it easy to engage with campus life and other students.
Next, we want to highlight our admission deadlines for transfer students. The first thing I just want to point out is the deadlines on the screen are for transfer students specifically. That does not include first-year students with college credit. First-year students with college credit are going to be applying using our first-year admission processes. So for fall transfer students, it's going to be March 1st for priority and June 1st for our final deadline. For the spring, the deadline is November 15th. All students can find our application at www.gonzaga.edu/transfer-app.
International students applying to Gonzaga have a couple options for admission. One is to apply through a standard process using the dates, deadlines, and application requirements we're sharing information about in this presentation. There's also an option to apply through the Gonzaga Global Partnership, which offers extended deadlines and a process that's a little bit more streamlined. You can learn more at global.gonzaga.edu.
So first, please note that transfer students are students who have completed college credit after high school graduation. If you are completing college credit before earning your high school diploma, you are considered a first-year student with college credit. You will follow first-year deadlines, but you'll get all the benefits of college credit. If you have been out of high school for some time but haven't completed college coursework yet or in a while, we will recommend recent academic coursework prior to starting your transfer process. You can see information about our first-year student processes here on the screen. So again, the materials on this screen are specifically required for transfer students, not first-year students with college credits. So here's a list of our required materials. All applications for Gonzaga are considered under a holistic review process. All students will need to submit the transfer application, including a personal statement for why you're considering transferring to GU, and your resume or activities list. There's also an application fee. However, I will note that there are fee waivers available. Next, we have a form that is unique to Gonzaga, the Transfer College Report. You will have this completed by your most recent institution's registrar or student affairs team. It is to ensure that you are in good standing at your current institution. Then, of course, we're going to require official college transcripts from every institution that you have attended. Please note that this includes any and all college coursework, even if it was completed while you were in high school. If you have 30 or more semester credits, or if you go to an institution with a quarter system, 45 quarter credits or more, that is the end of your list. However, if you have less than 30 semester credits or 45 quarter credits, we will review your application using our first year admission guidelines. So we will also need your high school transcripts. This allows us to see a more complete picture of your academic performance. If you struggled in high school, we totally understand. We would recommend aiming to complete at least 30 semester or 45 quarter credits for students who had less than a 3.2 unweighted high school GPA. That can be a complex conversation, so we're happy to have one-on-one conversations about this if this is a concern or question for you. If you've been out of high school for over 4 years, we also would recommend that you complete at least 30 semester credits or 45 quarter credits. If you're under the 30 semester or 45 quarter credit threshold, you're also welcome to submit SAT or ACT scores. However, completely optional. If you're interested in learning whether your scores will benefit your application, please contact our office to discuss that in detail. We can help you determine how well it partners with your GPAs.
Application requirements for international students are similar. We request that you provide evidence of English proficiency and a passport copy in addition to the materials outlined on the left side of the screen. Transfer applicants with 2 or more years of academic college coursework taken at a U.S. institution of higher education can meet the English proficiency requirement with coursework. A combination of English composition and/or speech classes with a 3.0 or B or better will automatically meet the requirement. We also accept a variety of English proficiency exams such as TOEFL, IELTS, ITEP, and Duolingo. We do offer an English proficiency waiver as well and encourage you to reach out to us if you believe you might qualify for a waiver. You can learn more about some of the options available for meeting the English proficiency requirement at gonzaga.edu/international.
Next, let's go ahead and talk admission guidelines. For students who have under 30 semester credits, or like I said, 45 quarter credits, we require at least a 3.2 or higher unweighted high school GPA and successful college performance, meaning at least a 2.7 or higher GPA in both the cumulative and most recent term in your GPAs. We also look for all past classes, which for us is a C or higher in the most recent term at your college. And we also require good standing at your institution. Like I said earlier, test scores are completely optional. For students who are over the 30-45 threshold, a 2.7 GPA is required in both your most recent term and cumulatively. We will also look for all past classes, C or higher, in the most recent term. You must also have good standing at your current institution. It's important to note that all majors except for nursing are available to our transfer population. You can see a full list of programs at gonzaga.edu/programs.
Our College of Arts and Sciences includes programs in humanities, social sciences, natural sciences, and the arts. It also houses our core curriculum. Our School of Business includes business, accounting, and economics, along with accelerated graduate programs and many minors. Our School of Education includes those looking to be educators, including elementary, secondary, special education, and more, and our sport management and kinesiology programs. Our School of Engineering and Applied Science includes computer science, data science, and our engineering majors, along with minor options for all majors. And finally, our School of Health Sciences includes human physiology and public health. Nursing is also in our School of Health Sciences, but please note that it's only available to graduating high school seniors who apply by your first year nursing deadline.
Next, let's talk financial aid. We have amazing, amazing colleagues in our financial aid office who will help put together a financial aid package for you upon admission. If you have questions about your package, our team is happy to meet in person, via Zoom, or over the phone. You can visit gonzaga.edu/financial aid to set these meetings up.
There are many different types of financial aid available at Gonzaga, and you can see many of these listed out here on this slide. So first of all transfer students are evaluated for merit scholarships. These are based on the application strength and your GPA. We also offer a transfer opportunity scholarship and a global diversity scholarship, which is a specific scholarship available for international students. These scholarships are awarded automatically, and they do not require a separate application. They are also evaluated internally and are awarded based on admission application strength, financial need, and academic performance. Next, we have the Phi Theta Kappa Scholarship, or which we often call PTK. For those of you in the community college, if you participate in Phi Theta Kappa for at least a year, you'll be awarded an automatic $3,000 scholarship per year. So we always encourage students, if you're invited to join PTK, go ahead and do it. To see all scholarship opportunities, please visit gonzaga.edu/scholarships.
We also have need-based aid. So this would be awarded based off your FAFSA submission. However, if you and your family identify as undocumented, you can use the WAFSA if you live in Washington State, or you can use the needs analysis form if you live out of state.
There are two main types of need-based aid: government-funded and Gonzaga grants. Government-funded aid can include grants, which don't need to be paid back, work study, which allows you to work on campus, and loans, which you do need to pay back, though often government-funded loans are lower interest and have better benefits. Gonzaga grants, on the other hand, are awarded if Gonzaga is able to support students with additional financial need. These do not need to be paid back since they are grants. We also support military-connected education benefits, and we have a fantastic team who can help you decipher and fulfill your VA benefits. For additional questions about this, we recommend reaching out to our VA benefits team by email. Their email address is vabenefits@gonzaga.edu.
Students are also always welcome to pursue outside scholarships. We actually do have an external scholarship database available for students on our scholarship webpage. Students are also able to work during their time at Gonzaga, either on campus through work study or off campus. I do also want to quick note, students who have already earned a bachelor's degree or higher, we call you post-baccalaureate students or post-bac students, are only eligible for government-funded aid, outside scholarships, and self-help aid. And that's important to keep in mind if you are applying to our university.
International transfer applicants are eligible for the same merit-based scholarships as all other students, and these will be your main source of Gonzaga-provided funding. In addition to merit-based scholarships, you may also be eligible for additional Gonzaga scholarships, such as the Transfer Opportunity Scholarship that was already mentioned, Phi Theta Kappa, the Global Diversity Scholarship for international students, or external scholarships. You'll also be eligible to work part-time on campus, as well as off campus while participating in programs such as curricular practical training or CPT and optional practical training or OPT.
Next, let's talk through our transfer credit policy. So on the screen is a brief summary of the timeline. Students, of course, the first step is to apply to Gonzaga, turning in all college transcripts and required materials. From there, you will hopefully receive a positive admission decision. After that, all of your potentially transferable coursework, course descriptions, and if required, syllabi are reviewed for possible Gonzaga equivalencies. From then, you will receive a laid out transfer credit report via email.
For students who've taken college coursework outside the US, we'll request that you submit a course-by-course evaluation done by a NACCES affiliated company in addition to course syllabi with English translations. The course-by-course evaluation will help us determine the transferability of your coursework, and the syllabi will help Gonzaga faculty review for and determine Gonzaga equivalencies.
For coursework to be transferable to Gonzaga, it must be from a U.S. regionally accredited institution or a recognized non-U.S. institution. It must be academic in nature, and you must earn a grade of a 2.0 or higher. We also accept AP, IB, and Cambridge credits, along with up to 25 elective credits for military credit through a JST. You can also see a full list of our articulation agreements that we have with Arizona State, California State, Idaho State, Oregon State, and Washington State. Please feel free to pause this recording to read the full list in detail. If you hold one of these approved associate's degrees, you wipe out all of our core curriculum except for a couple seminars, some philosophy coursework, a religious studies course, and a math course. All in all, this is a really great pathway for our transfer students. Additionally, if you are a post-bac student, remember that's students who have already earned a bachelor's or higher already, you will also benefit from this same policy.
And if you don't have one of the approved associate degrees, don't worry, because we still have some great credit waivers available. For students coming in with 30 or more semester credits, your foreign language requirement is waived. The foreign language requirement only applies to College of Arts and Sciences majors. With 45 or more credits, you'll waive the foreign language requirement, along with our World and Comparative Religious Studies course. 3 writing designated credits, and 3 core designated credits. And with 60 or more credits, you'll also waive the language requirement, the World Comparative and Comparative Religion course, along with all 18 core designated credits.
If you have courses that could possibly apply to a major, a minor, or a concentration, we will require you to turn in syllabi from those courses. Additional syllabi may also be requested from other courses as well. Gonzaga faculty will then evaluate if your credit is equivalent to a Gonzaga course. All other coursework will be evaluated with course descriptions by the Office of Admission.
Coursework taken at institutions outside the U.S. also goes through a syllabi review process. Award of credit is determined by review of the NACCES affiliated evaluation I mentioned earlier in conjunction with Gonzaga faculty review.
I know we're giving you a lot of information in this recording. If you're leaving here with nothing else, Gonzaga University is a welcoming and supportive institution from admission through student life to graduation. So we have some really great offices on campus ready to support our transfer students. The first one I want to highlight, we have a transfer student lounge along with the Maverick, the Military Veterans and Returning Adults Center. These offices serve our transfer, military, and returning adult students, providing programming and community.
International Student and Scholar Services within the Center for Global Engagement provides a variety of support services and a home away from home for international students. There's a study space on the second floor of their office that's open and available for all Gonzaga students. International students will have a dedicated international student advisor, attend an orientation for international students, and receive support in maintaining your immigration status throughout your time as a student. Our International Student and Scholar Support Services team also hosts workshops to support students in submitting their taxes and applying for CPT and OPT, which allow you to gain work experience related to your major.
We also have our Unity Multicultural Education Center, which primarily serves our students of color and our first generation college students. We also have our Lincoln LGBTQ Center, primarily serving our queer identifying students. Both centers provide a safe space to our traditionally underrepresented students, while also providing educational opportunities for the entire campus community. We also have our Office of Tribal Relations that serves our Native identifying students and community members. Additionally, university ministry is available to serve students of all faith and spiritual backgrounds. They're available for one-on-one advising, for helping find a faith community on campus and or in the Spokane area, and for interfaith events and retreats on campus.
The Center for Academic Success includes our academic advising team, our tutoring and writing centers, and our disability access team. Our Center for Cura Personalis is a team of caseworkers available to help students identify resources on and off campus. Like we said earlier, Cura Personalis means care for the whole person. And so they will help you identify resources for physical, academic, spiritual, emotional, or mental needs. And lastly, our health and counseling team is available for minor medical appointments, counseling sessions, and therapy groups.
We hope that this isn't the last time that we connect with you. We're going to be offering admission webinars throughout the fall and spring. You could see the URL here, gonzaga.edu/admission webinars, and we hope that you register for a future event with us.
We'd also love to continue connecting with you. We have lots of different opportunities for that, from campus tours and preview days on campus. We also offer both virtual and in-person information sessions, admission meetings, financial aid meetings, and faculty interactions. You can check out all of our visit options at gonzaga.edu/visit. Thank you so much for joining us for this recording. We hope the time has been informative. Please, please, please don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions or if concerns come up. Our contact information is on the screen, so feel free to reach out. And we look forward to partnering with you on your transfer journey.
I will echo what Teresa said. Thank you so much for watching this recording today, and best wishes to you in your educational journeys. I will go ahead and shut down this recording now. Thanks so much for joining us.